Good afternoon, my dear. I'm blank, and I'll be giving you a full review today. Time, 12:29 p.m. Date and day, Tuesday, November the 28th, 2017. Name of reviewer, blank. To begin, I'm going to point out the negatives of this work and give you suggestions and tips on how it can all be fixed. In your first paragraph, I released a small amount of repetition that mentally stopped me from going on. Repetition is the action of repeating something that has already been said or written. For example, the boy was a good footballer because his father was a footballer and his grandfather was a footballer. In your starting paragraph here, months and days and hours and minutes and seconds, you used the word and at least 4 different times, which takes away from the sentence since and is considered an empty word. So to fill in that void with something more fuller, I would suggest finding another connective word, or simply add more into the sentence, instead of having the reader read the same word over and over and over in a short phrase. What raised more questions in my mind than answers was this simple, short phrase hidden in your 4th paragraph. You are not here. Does that mean I failed you? I look. I look. You look at what? Are you looking at an empty space, imagining someone there? Are you looking into the reasons why that person wasn't there? As a reader, I expect questions to come along with answers. I look did not come with an answer here, which could be really frustrating. It confuses the reader and renders them unaware of what is going on. Either you can completely erase that from the phrase, or you can add more to that phrase to make it a little more sense. Here is a few ways. You are not here. Does that mean I have failed you? I look into my mind and search for reasons as to why you are not filling that empty void. You are not here. Does that mean I have failed you? I look into my heart and imagine you there. Moving on to the structure of your work, I see you added 1-line paragraphs in between the more filled paragraphs. A paragraph is a group of 5 sentences or more that serves as a building block in any piece of writing. However, since this is more of a journalistic piece of writing, a paragraph can be 1 sentence long. I personally go for more than a single sentence to emphasize the point. Besides that, your structure seems fitting for a journalist. Now for the positives. I personally enjoyed the emotion displayed across this work. The sadness and the loneliness is what stuck out to me the most. For a brief moment I felt connected to the writer, while I have been lonely for quite some time and find sadness lingering in my heart because of it. As a reader, I would say your sentences flowed into each other beautifully and created an astounding piece of art. In all my years, I haven't come across a piece so purely written from the heart. It has been a pleasure reading this. Thank you, my dear. I hope to see more in the future. Signed,